post session. We're in post session. Hey,
Hey, Ricardo, what was up with Danny just being a total like cold-hearted no mercy on Gutsman right there? Like,
Mhm.
because that
in
that
yeah, in that instance, right?
Mhm.
I think that was just Danny losing patience. Because like he asked for his name out of like genuine curiosity, right?
Mhm.
Like genuine compassion.
Mhm.
But like we had to fight big guy, and then we had to fight we had to fight big guy because he wouldn't listen. And
Mhm.
then when I tried to like talk to what we said this guy's name was Dropman,
This is Guts, man.
Gutsman, right? We tried to talk
Yeah.
to Gutsman. I tried to ask him his name, right? We've established that as like an important thing, for like us to be doing, right?
Mhm.
Knowing each other's names, and he just like didn't, uh, didn't correspond. Like, there's no correspondence with that. I think I just like lost patience, and I said what I said and did what I did.
That makes it make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still think it was
because
a lot considering he like asked you a question and like he gave you a little insight into some stuff and
yeah.
asked you a question.
Now, don't mistake me. I think that Danny's response there is utterly chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna like my plan when we power this guy back up is to like open on an apology of like, hey, listen, guy.
That is, I also want I feel bad, like that when I said, oh, I feel bad now, right? I like meant that like truly.
Mhm.
And like we didn't get time to do it, but like when I picked up his core and I saw it was like in the image of a heart, I like had a moment of pause.
Mhm. I mean, I did say yank his heart out, so I guess I'm partly to blame there.
Well, that's actually because he's an early model.
Hmm. Yeah. Huh. That was my initial read,
The zero
and then
zero
I
four. He's 004.
yeah, he's an early one. See, what I wanted was for you to go for like take the arm, go for the arm, and pull like actually yank it out and not damage it. Because I was fine taking another hit, like a solid hit uh, from the cog,
Mm-hmm.
and on us taking him down separately. Because
This is just the scissors note that I'm pulling off my sheet.
Mm-hmm.
put it on the back of the sheet.
I put unused sticky notes on the bottom of my monitor.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I bet his generator is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I need an upgrade.
Yeah, his core was like already like critical. It was about to explode.
I thought it was no, it was
No.
about to explode because you hit it.
Yeah, because when you asked him a question, I was like, okay, his core is exposed.
Oh, okay. Right. That's true.
Mhm.
And then like he asked you a question, and then you just like punched it. Which then I was like, and you're like, and then I run away in case it explodes, and I'm like, it starts to spark because that's how generators tend to work. Setting
Mhm.
is like when a generator is going critical, you can for a turn, and then it will
Mhm.
uh if you shoot it like directly, it probably explodes. But it's like how like how you play Grand Theft Auto 3 and then the cars like smoke before they explode. So you know,
Mhm.
like, oh, quick, I need to jump out.
hmm when Sai rolled the 1, I didn't know what to expect, and then when the sword was gone and not retrievable, and it didn't hit on when they didn't hit on a 15, I like also my heart was ripped out. So
Yeah.
3 of the 4 of us had our hearts ripped out.
I'm doing great. I for that I was like, yeah, I mean a 15's okay, but like that's not get your sword back right now. Okay, that's like it's now findable.
Yeah, I agree. That's not sufficiently dramatic.
I thought it was going to be something like enter into melee, because what I thought was going to happen is like you get up to him, like you get up and you make the attack and everything, and the lightning illuminates or like fucks something up and renders him visible enough for, I don't know, something, you know?
Here's what I'll say. I'll say that he has he has 2 parts dedicated to stealth. Has the thing that generates shadow around him, then he has his cloak, which makes him like invisible even without the shadow. But like shimmery, and then the shadow makes him like basically undetectable, other than obviously the shadow. It's like when you cast darkness in Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like a 20-foot sphere. It's not a sphere. It's like a wispy shadow, going along walls, and because he's a dude who is jumping around, and like bouncing off the walls
Against the sky, that would be like impossible to see.
Yeah, like, and at the end of the last episode, he was watching you. With I was going to have, well, I was planning a character to give you a warning of like, hey, there's a guy following you. If you're ever jumped or like vulnerable, he's gonna jump you. But until then, he's not gonna fight you.
Right.
Because he's not like a fighter. He's not like a fighter cog. If he got into a fight, he wouldn't be able to keep up, straight up. But he's just gonna ambush you and be a pain. I mean, he just got a pretty good weapon. So
Yeah, very fucking big pain.
yeah. What I'll say is that's not the last we'll see of that guy.
Of course not.
Oh,
No, he stole the most important weapon in the world.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta keep that from like Dr. Light and or Emily. Maybe Emily should have it. I don't know. I don't. Emily's still got the robot body, even if her soul is in it. I don't trust that.
So fucked up. Okay. I feel like we got some good character moments all around here. Sheila Janai, they're doing real bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understandably, but
I had my prized possession stolen from me by a chump.
yeah. I in part I was doing the classic Jack no sell when I was when I roll up and I'm like, nice jacket. But also player wise, I wanted to specifically make the very next interaction with this group that Joe has to be like nothing but welcoming, you know?
Yeah,
in a like absurdly normal way.
yeah. I definitely did really like the. I really appreciate the opportunity to, like, okay, I meet this guy, and then there's like a little scrap, and then something really bad happens to me. And then when he tries to be a normal person at me, I am not fucking having it. Like his first like real like person to person, like not we're two guys in a fight interaction with me is I snap and yell at him. I love that. I love that I got to do that.
Yeah.
It's the drama. The drama. I love the drama.
Arbok, do you want to say the thing that I said earlier today about character development?
Oh yeah, that the most of the track of character development of not player characters is like it's on track and it's going to wrap up pretty quickly. So we got to get our player character development going where it's going, because that is going to be the remaining substance that we've got left before the end.
Yeah.
Specifically,
we got to get there.
When a character engages you in philosophical query at some point in the future, perhaps at like moments of high stake drama, or when emotions are flying high and people are being irrational, you might need it might be critically important to be able to talk them down or act calm and or have a cool head.
Right, this part. Because
if you don't, you might cause something irreparably terrible to happen.
Yeah, it might be like Persona, where if you just don't have good social links, you might lock yourself out of a good ending.
Yeah, what I said is, if you get to the end of Persona game without a social link completed, can't have the ending. It just like stops.
Now, is that intended to be? What is that intended to say to me?
Take a direction for your character arc and like pursue it.
Okay, you said it directly after I was like, "Yeah, I liked being mean to that guy."
Well, the thing I want to caution about being mean to guys like that is we don't have a lot of track left in front of us. So be aware of how little time we have in terms of like events. And so like this is the end game.
Yeah.
And everything that we do character arc wise there's not time to fix it when we break something.
Yeah. I think it's more interesting to portray like a fun, interesting, dynamic character honestly than to
more simulationist than narrativist.
Yeah, than to like I mean, I don't know. I think the interesting narrative is this character is having a moment of weakness, therefore they lash out at someone who would otherwise be their friend. I think that's a interesting moment to have. I value that type of moment quite a bit.
Yeah, but I feel like that already kind of happened. That kind of happened, Danny. And like, well, you saw where Danny ended up. That one feels particularly notable. Character alignment.
Yeah.
I want to encourage our Joe to be like we don't know where Joe is at on the faith in humanity part. We don't really know anything about Joe. And so if we can, the more faith in humanity that we encourage in humanity itself, the more likely we are to get the good ending.
Sure.
And I think that all of our actions on the small scale have like sprawling implications. Like that's the thing. That's the thing that has me so worried about like the action with Guts. Like we need to win hearts and minds because like we're the main characters and everything, but the message of the album is the people at large need to stand up. And I think every action of hope that we hope and trust and solidarity and friendship has like greater world implications beyond its direct effects.
I think that yes, I agree with all that. I think that having a moment of personal weakness that is then overcome by like, because my intent is not to be mean to him forever. My intent is to start from a vulnerable position with him and then work back from that as like a, you know, oh, I did not mean to be like you know, that was a moment of weakness, not intended to be rude to you. How do I correct that to you as a person?
Okay, so that should be something that we like try to prompt in the next session.
Yeah, I'm not out here deciding to be mean to him like I have with Danny.
I mean, we know what Danny was aligned with at the time, and Harvok, you've listened to the album. Be able to tell which of these three stats it was aligned with.
I know which fucking stat Joe is.
Oh, Ricardo.
He's fire coded. He's
extremely fire coded.
Yeah.
Joe was my example of positive instigation.
Yeah.
Back during Command X, I was like,
yeah.
Well, there's Joe.
from
the Proto Men Act 2.
Back before you knew.
Before I knew.
He named the fever.
Yes.
The one who names that.
Yeah.
His part of the song is where that word comes from. That is part of the album. I'm feeling the burning.
Yeah.
Anyways, we all know what happens if you vacation a little.
Yeah.
Yes.
Including to Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that
our show will start playing, and we all know what happens when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but I you know, I do not want my actions to be interpreted as I'm mean to this guy because that's fuck him. Like, I think an interesting character arc is starting from a position of vulnerability. In making a bad first impression, I want to make amends for that and find camaraderie later on.
Okay.
I think if you want to show vulnerability, I think it would be good to like come around and shows like trying to calm you down. So that's what motion I was doing for him. Like,
yeah.
Like, hey, it's gonna be all right.
I mean, yeah, he was the second he said, "I know what that is." She was like, "Oh, hold on."
Okay.
Maybe I should be chill about this.
we didn't put. I think we didn't put enough emphasis on that part of that moment.
Yeah.
During the episode.
Yeah, because he says that, and then I say, "Who are you?"
Okay.
That was like very intentional for me.
Okay.
Of the second that like he bridges that gap of like, no, I get what's going on. She's like, oh, I have been mean for no reason. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why when the boys come back, she's just like dejected.
Mhm.
And like in a moment of like self-loathing.
hmm Now, I do want to highlight that Jack's reaction to you losing the swords and everything is a step beyond no selling.
Yeah. He's like, eh.
Yeah.
Like, I was doing the blocking on purpose with like, could have been worse,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like
In your head.
looks away, and then because you kept talking, that's what prompted him to hang on. Because you kept talking, that's what prompted him to be like, "Hey, doesn't matter. We already won."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With that, did you just mean that like, oh, you found Joe?
No, this is like I've mentioned the time ripple theory before, which is the thing that
Okay.
that Jack believes.
Yeah,
is
the
that,
time wave that moves at 1 second per second.
Yes.
Time front, rather.
hmm And that is what is in Jack's head at that moment. Is
Yeah.
well, we already won, so it doesn't matter.
Right. I will make a note to have Joe ask you what you meant by that. Because that's important.
hmm
Yeah, see, that's not what I thought you meant. What I thought you meant is, oh yeah, we beat this guy and we protected our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, this is the direction that I've been trying to go with Jack.
Mm.
In this like arc.
Yeah.
There are other elements to this that will come out if you pull on this thread.
Okay.
And I think it's more interesting to explore them, to explore all the little crenellations and nuances of it in play. And I just hope that I'm able to improv my way to it correctly, the way that I wanted to portray it.
Yeah.
I have a note. I need to. I will raise.
Yeah.
Yes, talk to,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I guess Danny, talk to Guts, man, and be like,
I plan on talking to Guts.
be like, yeah, sorry about that. Desperate times. But we plugged you back in.
Yeah.
I'm like partially upset because that was like half me being like, oh shit, like I don't know what to do in the moment, right?
Mhm.
But like it still fits. It still fits because it's
Mhm.
like Danny like taking the easy way out instead of like
Yeah.
it like cause
Yeah.
he confronted him with the question, not like thinking he would concede. And then when
Yeah.
he was confronted back, he gave in to his like weakness. He
Yeah.
didn't want to like answer him back.
I mean, I can see Danny having that same like, oh shit, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah,
Like to me, that
Like,
feels like a very
That's
Danny
that's like
move.
that's like you call Domino's Pizza to place an order, and they say this is Pizza Hut. What can I take your order? And you're like, and you just slam the phone down.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Only instead of slamming the phone down, you are slamming a weapon into the still beating heart exposed in front of you of a
Mhm.
person who cries out.
yeah. Roma hammed up the tragedy of that afterwards, and I'm like, I hate this. This sucks.
I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, you killed a person.
Yeah.
The visual that I have when we come back is my hand on the rail and my other hand in his chest, like grabbing the equivalent of a spinal cord, and then he like wakes up, and I'm like, okay, so that worked.
Then you can't
and
let go.
like, listen, man, sorry about my friend, and I feel like we should fix it up, especially after we killed your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I gave him a very good follow up, and then
Yeah.
when you just killed him, I was like, oh dang, I thought he was gonna have a cool talk.
Yeah. I am expecting the he wakes up back up thing to really not go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's a
That's starting talk no jutsu with disadvantage.
bootlicker.
Yes.
I mean, fuck him, but you know.
We don't know anything about this guy.
guy.
Everybody wants to hate on him first. Like, what other option his mind is closed. He's been living in this world without the ability to conceive of alternatives for such a long time. But we can't assume that he's Knight. Knight's whole thing was gravity, that is being held down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Being held down is his true essence. Gutsman's key feature, the power that you get from him, is to lift up.
Yeah, to grab.
Thematically speaking, he makes the perfect convert, which means we're gonna have to give him his limbs back.
That I have no problem doing that.
Look, once I get my swords back, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I love the thematic reading of which two did I pick? I picked these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like it makes perfect sense because like we meet Knight in a place that he's been at like forever, basically, right? Yeah. He has remained stagnant this entire time. It. Oh my God, Roma.
Mm-hmm.
And then we meet Guts. We meet Guts, man, on a moving train. The literal opposite.
Thank you. Do the analysis for me.
Mm-hmm.
I expect 1,000 words by Tuesday.
And strictly speaking, the first time we meet him, he is walking through fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the oldest models. And Knight might
in the 40s somewhere.
Knight was L44, L044.
Yeah, he's not like the most recent, but he's like pretty recent relatively.
I also like the implication that like, okay, he sees that you look like Knight, but it's not your size that cues him in to tell you you're not Knight. It's that you ask him what his name is.
Yeah.
So like presumably they can like get swapped out in and out of different like base chassis of different sizes.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, yeah, Danny, and me, to be honest, just did not expect to be like re-confronted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did not expect to get no you'd right there.
I thought it was like it was a really good move that you initiated conversation because I wasn't thinking about that track at all.
No, I like
initially.
even
though it's one of the tenets.
Mm-hmm. No, like part of what happened last session is like Danny like fully realizing that like these like super cogs, right? The what was the official name we had?
Robot Masters.
Yeah, Robot Masters.
Citizens.
Yeah. Is that like Robot Masters are like actual like people, right? They're not like cogs. And like even in the back of Danny's mind, like cogs kind of count as people too, right? Like
I think cogs can become people. I think that's how it works.
Yeah. Like he's not entirely writing them off as like just machines following orders with like no soul and no capacity to like be human, right? So yeah, I don't know.
Before they're consciously operating guys, they're computing obedient grunts.
I mean, yeah, but if you kill a cog fresh off the
Hilarious.
track, it's just like committing an abortion. Like it's 1-to-1.
Tarbuck,
it's not a
Tarbuck,
person.
I got
It's
it.
not a
Okay,
person.
I got your joke.
No, I got the joke too. I got the joke. You flip card. You flip the like last minute. Yeah. Yeah. So like, yeah. Danny thinks connecting, like true connection is like really easy. Cause like, but he doesn't understand that it's like really hard. Cause like he did not have to, like, the only people he knew really well was parents, and like, you know, parents just like love you for free because they're your children.
Ha!
Yep.
You are your child. You are their child.
Wow, we had different childhoods.
Yeah, I
What world did you grow up in? Was it Goat World?
Notably, a different country. That's what I'll remind the class of.
Must be Goat World.
This is all the laughter at the presumption of being loved.
I have many reasons to believe.
Mm-hmm.
I have too many. Like too many.
I mean, we're not talking about your parental situation.
Yeah, we're talking about parents at large.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like, what kind of advice would a lottery winner give? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what the kind of advice they give? The system works. That's what they say. I'm not trying to put you too much on blast, but like,
yeah.
oh,
Perspective diff. This is perspective diff right now.
yeah. Okay, so
If you think I don't have parental issues, you should listen to Command Line.
all right, we didn't get to the number thing this session because there wasn't enough downtime.
The number.
Yeah.
Serial number,
Yeah.
Oh. Serial number.
where Jack just gave the serial number A-001 immediately.
Oh, yeah. I guess not tomorrow, but next week we need a talkie session. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did say he was going to set up for whatever his plan was, like, later. Right. We have to decide where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 5 minutes before session starts.
Right. Do we want to, like, I want to sketch out a little bit of that right now, because, you know, we're currently talking in a place where our 2 audience members can hear us. Three. And, well, what do you think would be good? We don't know what his plan is yet. Exactly. I figured he was going to blow up something important.
Yeah, that's kind of his deal.
Mm-hmm. That's his whole move.
Yeah.
He's the Unabomber.
Yeah. Ricardo, since you didn't, did you listen to the album? Do you know what happens?
I did listen to the album. I listened to it a couple times during work, but I always got cut off at the end.
At the Joe part.
Did we drop again?
No, I mean I'm still here.
I'm here. It's just Starbuck.
Starbuck, internet being bad. Yeah, the last third of that album is the Joe part.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to give that part in particular like a real proper listen to.
I think that starts with "Keep Quiet."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I back at all?
You're back.
Yes.
Okay. I kicked it into low bandwidth mode so that I could say, yeah, you always drop out at the part where Joe explodes and dies.
Jeez.
Yeah, he gets like firebombed and like shot off a building by the explosion.
Yeah, Tarbuck, how much did you like the introduction of Joe?
That was excellent. Oh, that is the perfect confirmation of who I thought it was. Who is the most pyro in the whole cast? It's not Fireman, it's not Heatman, it's Joe.
Yeah.
I just meant with like you run up alongside him to say hello, and then
He pulls out a
he
shotgun.
pulls out a gun because actually there's a different guy who's also doing that right now, who's a bad guy.
Mhm.
And notably the one with the red eye.
Yeah, the one who was following you last episode.
Mhm.
I didn't think would come out this episode, but hey, you put yourself in a vulnerable spot.
Yeah, I did run off alone with no help.
Yeah. If you had gone to a payphone this episode, someone would have warned you about that.
Mm.
It would have been like,
I did consider it, but I moved on from that pretty immediately because I wanted us to keep physically moving.
yeah, the payphone is your hint system.
Okay.
It
I'm
is-
gonna pull on that thread a lot more than
Yeah,
knowing that explicitly.
that should. I would say it should at least be an every other episode thing, and it should probably be a every episode thing.
Okay.
Sometimes there's gonna be gaps. It's gonna be an episode where you're just like, okay, you just hung out with them. Go do some stuff. Then after it's done, all the
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have some ops to run on these guys.
oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, next time we pick up the phone, I'm going to say, regardless of the actual state of play, I'm gonna say that we have converted 3 of them to our cause already. So
Yo, just
things are
lie?
going good. Yeah, just straight up lie.
That's fucking awesome. That's great.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's spicy. I like that.
Yeah,
That's some really good psychological warfare.
and as far as they know, like, they know that Quickman was blown up.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have had enough time to figure out what's up with Knight.
Mm.
No, it's been like half an hour.
Yeah. So, who is the third one?
Oh my god! Oh my god! What if we say it's the guy that got away and like we entrusted him with the sword? So like they suspect him.
No, the play is to imply that by saying we have 3 of them on our side.
Yeah.
But we can't say who because they're definitely listening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And so
then,
when you show up with the
when
the enemy's weapon,
when Shadow Man shows up with, I assume it's Shadow Man, shows up with your sword, like, how'd you get that?
yeah. Oh man, this is good. This is good. We need to write this
Oh my
down.
god!
Write that down. Write that down.
Write
Yeah.
Write it down.
Someone should be taking notes. I remember.
I've got it.
Do gay ops on the ops
Yep.
Og.
on the ops.
Thank you for getting both of the cog jokes. We finally got that into the show.
Mm.
There you go.
I got
It's in the
I got the
post-show.
first one you made.
The
Yeah, I got the
post-show.
first one.
Yeah. I'll just tell you the vague outline of what Joe's plan was to meet up with you. It was blow something up, get arrested.
That's it.
It was blow something up, get arrested. You guys break me out of jail before I'm executed.
That's
What, Joe,
Wow.
buddy? Why would you not think that they're going to execute you on the spot? You know where you live, right?
I mean, maybe he doesn't. If he knows what the sword is.
Did I think I mentioned on the news in the last episode, not this episode, but the previous episode, that there was something that was going to happen in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention anything about something called a show of blank? They just say the full name. I don't know why I'm hiding it. It's a proper noun. Show of force. Did I mention that, or did I just write too many notes about it?
You mentioned it, but it didn't get flagged in a way where it appeared in title case in my mind.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, he was planning to go to that. Or he figured they would execute him at that. So
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, that's plausible. That's terrible, but it's plausible.
yes, I said I would give you a terrible plan.
I mean, it worked for Zero.
Oh, Zero is broken though. Like,
Wrong Zero.
Tarbug is talking about Zero from Code Geass.
Okay.
Sorry. Here, let me.
I was thinking about Zero from Mega Man, who is just like the best character in like any fighting game he's in.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Good. I love that for him.
I feel like at the start of this episode, Tarbug was really trying to like tee me up to say Maverick. Like I saw it and I was like, that's not quite enough, but I kind of want to say it. But I feel like that's just too unprompted.
Yeah. Oh well.
I was actually thinking in the current situation that Joe is probably going to queue us up for it, and like at some point in that conversation, he's got to ask us like, so you guys are rogue citizens, and we're like, no, we're Mavericks.
Yeah, are you just gonna say it?
At this point, I might.
I mean, hey, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I would probably say something on the structure like, no, we're just like Mavericks.
Yeah, no affiliation other than freedom.
It's a word.
Yeah.
It's a word that you can say. I mean, it also is exactly that word. So
yes,
definitely corny as shit, but I like it.
Mhm.
I mean, it is why like they are set up as citizens. It's so that way you can be anti-citizen.
Mhm. Actually, you know what? It should be something like, no, the opposite of that, actually. We're like Mavericks. There we go. That's the delivery. That's what I want. Sound off in the comments if future me disappoints in this regard.
Happy birthday, Tarbug. Happy birthday.
I'm writing down Maverick.
Also, write down the plan, the false info plan.
Already did.
I did that already too. Yeah. Do gay ops to the ops. It's self-explanatory.
I think quite a few of our audience is not going to know what you mean, and is probably thinking that you're being homophobic.
Yeah, know that Ricardo is very rarely homophobic. Okay.
Very rarely. I'll take that. I'll take that. The goal is to be never, but I'll take very rarely.
It's a process.
I'm curious about the times I have been.
Let's see. Sheila needs to talk to Joe about stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like
I want to. I also, in addition to just being chill with him, I want to know how he knows about the swords.
Oh, I read that as like my read on that was that it was just straight up a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I know what those are. Those being citizens.
Yeah, that's what that's what I meant.
Okay, so it is a misunderstanding, but it's an interesting misunderstanding in that, like, even if he in fact doesn't get it, which why would he get it? That was still the right thing to say to shake Sheila out of her rage.
Yeah, correct.
I thought about asking at the time, but I felt like it was coming through like How much of this anger is Janai?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, it that came through. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot.
I don't know how that
Mhm.
comes through.
Sai is just that good.
I think it is like honest. Like when I talk as Janai, I enunciate a lot.
You enunciate and you're very like pointed with your sentences, and they're
Yeah.
very like terse.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I just want to push this button one more time. Even though like the whole like we're gonna do a scene about it, but like, do you have more speculation about what's going on with me?
Hey, aren't I just like so quirky?
Not what I'm trying to get at. I'm just seeing where you got like if because I asked before I revealed where I'm kind of sort of headed.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is what Jack's interview was about. You all had an interview. You all have your special baby stuff you have going on.
Yeah.
And it's important you find out what it is in each other.
Yeah.
Interesting that the time front idea is like tied to it.
Yeah, that's key, actually.
That is, in fact, key.
Yeah, I wonder if it is like a Jack is giving up on not like giving up, but like will like see the mission to the end, but is resigned in that once the mission is seen to the end, there's like no point to continue.
Yeah, it's like almost like because like simply because we are in this situation, and like we'll continue going, but like my real motivation is like gone. Maybe
Hmm.
maybe the time front moving at 1 second per second it is like a circle, and we're back to the part where Jack is like nihilistic and like selling drugs. Like we're back in like that mind frame.
Okay. Interesting thoughts to have in your head as we move forward. All right. I just
Yeah.
wanted to like pulse check where you were at after a little bit of the curtain is revealed.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we got to make a bunch of really cool decisions.
Yeah.
It will like it only occurred to me after the fact that after we like when we ducked into the house loud like that it's possible that everyone in this building is going to be killed because we implicated them.
Yeah, I realized that when I was prompted to describe a building.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, go ahead, pick a building.
Mm-hmm. And I described the first thing that came to my head, and after I said it, I was like, yeah, she's gonna like put some fucking people in here, and that's gonna make my life really complicated, maybe.
Yep. Take a fate point.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's the next time we're in a building, we are gonna have to do it a little differently than that.
Yeah.
But being in a building is not a bad idea. Especially knowing that at least one of them has this like storage space that is not used for anything. That's a good like spot to hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in my imagination, there are more places than people in the city.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's pretty clear.
I imagine a lot of it is like pretty sparse with living people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because something I was thinking about too, like how much of the surveillance is like in the homes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's phone lines. Go to New York right now. There's a phone line into every single building, every single room,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and we live in America. A phone on my TV.
You do live in America.
I'm talking directly into a microphone right now.
I'm looking suspiciously at. You can't see me, but I'm looking suspiciously at a TV that has a red light at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
A single red light appearing.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro! Those like smart TVs that come with mics. With, like,
All of them,
always-
yes.
I said mics.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of them.
All of them.
You have no reason to believe it's not all of them.
That's true. I guess unless you have like an older one.
Telescreens, everybody.
That
We made
good.
'em.
But yeah, like the ones with like always on, like always not always on, always listening, like software,
Mhm.
right? Like so you say okay Google, and it's like, oh hi, how can I help you? That shit is crazy.
Yeah. The word on is directly written above the red light on my TV right now.
My TV has cameras in it that check the light level of the room in order to white balance correctly.
Yeah, sure. That's what they do.
I'm just gonna post a quick image. This is a tweet that I think about often. Sci-fi author. In my book, I invented the Torment Nexus as a cautionary tale. Tech company. At long last, we've created the Torment Nexus from the classic sci-fi novel Don't Create the Torment Nexus. Think about this a lot.
Yep. Yeah. Remember that dystopia. There is no dystopia that is predictive. Every dystopia that has ever been written is a criticism of the present.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But hey, at least my estrogen's free.
Yeah. That's something.
Yeah.
It's free.
Your estrogen could be free if we. You know what? This one's getting posted on YouTube, so I'm just gonna say seize the means
Yeah.
rather than be more direct.
I need to milk. I need to like rip out cows' kidneys myself and then synthesize it.
Horse piss. Horse piss.
Not what I meant. Remember that alternate forms of economy are in fact more usefully productive because of the problem that is overproduction in the modern mode of capitalism.
Yeah. Don't let me.
And by remember, I mean I'm introducing this for the first time to most people.
Not me.
Man, how many people even know what overproduction actually means?
Has anyone seen the dumpster of a Walmart? There's a Walmart every 25 miles in the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
They fill that
Hey
dumpster every
guys,
week.
when just remember that when fast food places close and they have excess food, they dump it and then throw chemicals on it so you can't eat it. Literally evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
They enforce minimum wage workers to do that shit.
Yeah. That's why that's why if you show up right as they close, they're just like, "Yo, what do you want?"
Yup.
I've done that a couple of times.
It
create the torment.
it is ethical
Nexus.
to steal those pizzas.
I mean, it's not really stealing. It is harvesting from the edge of the field.
No.
We did
Yeah.
that in France.
On
It's
the
like- it's like
Kingsland.
leaves.
We were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
corn,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we ate some of it.
And
And
that
we were like,
corn was really good.
"No, it wasn't. It tasted
Yeah,
like dirt."
I liked it.
We never got to eat it. We let it so.
That's
Hunger
fine.
is the finest spice.
That's not true. I ate an ear of that corn raw.
Remember,
Wow.
remember. in the Bible is like, yo, if you have a tree and like part of that tree is like hanging off your prophecy or whatever, and like somebody comes up and like picks from the tree, it like you are wrong to like be annoyed at them.
Hmm.
That was like
Exactly.
paraphrase. That was a paraphrase of a paraphrase. But like,
Yeah. The thing that I said is like closer to the quote that get in the way that it gets translated in Deuteronomy, I think. But this idea has shown up multiple times. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're talking about command line.
no,
It's all
all of this is
relevant.
lining. All of
It's all
this is
relevant.
lining.
All of it is lining. Yes. There were. I was trying to like run through my end of session questions that I always like touching on. Like, I'm reminded about how like really legitimately hard I take it when something above a certain level of consequence happens in an RPG regarding the sword. Like when the sword got taken, that like really got to me.
Yeah, same.
No, yeah.
I
nope.
saw the opportunity. I'm like, ooh, Tila's going by herself.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
guy's moving in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guy was moving after this guy, but then is like, second, you're by yourself.
You're a super robot by yourself with a cool sword ever.
The coolest sword
Mhm.
ever, and nothing else.
Yeah. No, that's fair. See, I have a similar reaction to it where it's like, okay, it's fucking gut wrenching to have my cool item taken away that I've had for half the show. But also, it's drama. And
Yeah.
I know that for something that Roma knows I find this important.
Mhm.
Like, Roma, I trust your ability, or at the very least, trust your intent to satisfyingly tie it back in a way where you will give me a satisfying opportunity to attempt to reclaim it. It's not just going to be gone forever because that's fucking boring.
That sucks.
Mhm.
Jack doesn't have their shield right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one has the artifacts except for the book.
Wait.
Danny said.
Yeah.
The book is in me.
Yeah, Danny like is the book.
Yeah,
Danny doesn't have to roll to check the book. Danny just checks the book.
Hmm.
I find it interesting how Danny is the one that was left with the book.
Mhm.
I thought it would be important.
Yeah, I think there was, if I remember correctly, there was a little bit of shaping around that. In that, like, well, really, my artifact is the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Danny should hold the other artifact. And at the time, what I was trying to do is like, hey, Danny, be more connected.
yes.
Yeah, and I was like, yes, Danny, be more connected.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying.
And then I tap your notes, Danny. I tap your notes.
I'm tapping my notes too.
Mhm.
I'm
I
tapping
will
my
say-
nose.
I was tapping my notes today.
Good. That's what we want.
This,
Yeah.
this,
What did
this
you
is
think
the-
about?
This is the only season where I have more connection than anything else.
Hey, there we go.
That's good.
This is the season that I have more separation than anything else.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Maybe not having the sword for a little bit will be nice.
The sword gives me connection instigation, Roma. You always forget this.
Oh.
I have not leveled up connection because I'm not using ranged weapons. Because they're for
Well-
cowards.
Hey, done. Now I forgot what I was going to ask you. Oh, right. What did you think of Jack greeting you as how are you two doing?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I didn't get it.
they responded totally normally because they
Mhm.
find that a totally normal way to refer to them.
This is why I write. I don't read.
Hmm. Gotcha.
I wouldn't get it otherwise. This was like I just thought it was a hyper specific bit of movement where you point. You're like, I just point at you because I don't want to antagonize. I don't want to antagonize Joe. I don't want him to feel called out by being pointed at. That's
Yeah,
true.
no, I am a union of two souls thing was very clear to me.
Did I have?
I forget. Did you reply with we?
I don't
yeah,
think
you
I-
said we lost the sword.
Maybe I don't remember.
Did I have Joe respond to you? I think I had Joe respond to you.
No, I think I definitely responded to that.
No, I think I just might have had him. No, he didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't remember him saying anything to that.
I didn't want to walk on your moment.
And if I may offer a little bit of retcon or like Schrodinger's gun, I guess. If I was standing in such a way where Sheila Janai is on one side and Joe is on the other side of me, so I could not be facing him. I still think that a normal person would like assume that he's being included in that statement, in that question, but
Yeah.
we can do that with the opening handshake of like, and this is Sheila and Janai.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because they don't think of themselves as like two separate things because they're the same, but I guess that makes the most sense to everyone else.
Yes.
Where they just kind of like have been like this for 5 years. So we're just like this.
Mhm.
This is just who we are.
Yeah. I wanna. Jack has been viewing things in a more separated fashion since getting back to this world.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Mm.
Was that intentional?
Mm-hmm.
Harbuck really likes command hearts, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm so proud. So proud of our boy. Let Jack go.
Excellent. Just excellent.
Like, Jack assembled a cosplay build in episode 1. That's so funny. Like, when I gave you the shield, I'm like, yeah, dude, it's like the Proto Man shield. Like, totally thick. And then Jack's like, what if I look like Proto Man with this?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to pull on my lapel. I was gonna pull on my lapel as part of the gesture of like, hey, nice jacket.
Oh no! I missed an opportunity. Oh no! Can we retcon something? Look, can we just redo that right now?
Yes.
All right.
Lay on me.
No. You go first.
Hey, nice jacket.
Nice helmet. That would have been so good.
When we release this on Blu-ray.
Yeah, when
Blu-ray.
I re-edit all of command line, take out all the ums and ahs and all the narrative dead ends, and it's just an audiobook. I have a cut of it where I leave all the rolls in, and then I have a cut of it where I take all the rolls out. There you go. So one of them is an audiobook and one of them is a live play podcast.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Hey, does anybody else notice that my top stat has been separation until I got the connection back up?
Yeah.
important.
I don't even have the shield right now, so like,
Yeah. I'm also very separate, which, you know.
Yeah.
Now that I have some different equipment, maybe I have an opportunity to correct that.
Mm.
Because I have 5 points of separation stats, and I have not leveled up my connection once.
So it's at 3 right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No catalyst rolls today.
yeah, we almost had an opportunity when with the exterminator cog coming after me. Oh man, you guys haven't figured out the secret of my catalyst.
Hold the line till the end of the line.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like, now you're just, like, teasing too much where I feel like it's annoying that I don't know the answer.
Good. Simmer in it for a week.
Let's see. What conversations do we need to all have? Sheila needs to talk to Joe and be like, "Yo, I hope we're chill."
Mhm.
Jack needs to talk to Sheila.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm trying to recall. I have one in my brain that I think we went over. You or in like
Yeah,
both of your
yeah.
notes.
That was part of the interview. It should be in your notes. I think. Let's see. There's the me talking to Joe with the Mavericks thing.
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
Mavericks.
Oh, wait. Duh. The most obvious one is. So what about that number thing? What? Oh, and
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I remember.
Mhm.
I need Joe to ask Jack. What do you mean we already won?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Ask about the numbers thing. I'm just writing all of these down.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, I can feel. I have like. I'm
Yeah.
like starting to like doze off.
All right. As far as like stuff for the post episode, I think we're good. We wanna wrap this and
Sure. I just wanted
now.
to get all those out or to get all the points
Yeah.
out. We can pick this up.
We can keep talking after we.
Recording's over.
Yeah.
Buying our aligners.
See ya.
Peace.